I hope you love playing with generational families and a little bit of chaos too, because we're about to look at 16 gameplay ideas for the Growing Together expansion pack. As always, these can be smaller side activities or larger activities that can form the focus for your household. That's right, there's something for everyone. So get your Sims to stop woohooing in a treehouse for a few minutes and let's get into it. First up is to become a professional puzzle maker, because if you're still just completing puzzles for fun, then it's time to get on the next level. Using a gaming table, Sims can create a range of puzzles before framing and choosing to either display or sell them. Now this isn't your path to riches, as puzzles you make will only sell for around 50 to 100 simoleons profit depending on their size, but know that it's still a rather fun way to make some extra money. In addition, you can make custom puzzles from reference, meaning that if you manage to create all of the existing puzzles in the game or you just want something different, then you can choose to piece together almost any scene that you want to. Literally. I should also note that this money-making method is also available for child sims, which is great seeing as child sims don't have heaps of money-making options. Next is to learn to ride a bike. There are 6 new child bikes that come with Growing Together, and learning to ride a bike can be a fun challenge for child sims to do solo or with the help of an older sim. It can be rather satisfying seeing them complete the learn to ride a bike milestone before they pedal around everywhere. The third idea will require the Get Together expansion pack, and it's to create a gaming club. I'm not talking about video games here, but rather tabletop games. While you can have chess and cards from the base game, with Growing Together you can also have symbols and of course puzzles. I find that a tabletop gaming club can just be a really wholesome way for Sims to meet and get to know each other, and you can make this type of club all ages or alternatively restrict it for certain age groups. I mean, it could even make for a nice club for elder Sims. Moving on now to throwing a slumber party. This is a new type of event that can just be so much fun to complete, leading to cute memories and acting as a great way to get a group of friends together and strengthen their relationships. On top of this, it's also helpful for child sims looking to complete the Slumber Party Animal aspiration, which is one of the 4 new child aspirations brought in with the Growing Together expansion pack. And completing this aspiration will award a sim with the Practiced Host reward trait, which makes it so that a sim's friendly and funny social interactions during parties will never fail. Now get ready to add a bit of pizzazz as you gear up to become a parent, as you can now throw an official baby shower event. These are super cute and will see sims gift the hosts all kinds of little toys and handy knickknacks that infants, toddlers, and sometimes even child sims can make use of. And it's a great way for your sims to get prepared to welcome a little one into their life. The event rewards can see you with even more toys and a very adorable new bassinet to boot. And if that wasn't enough, then you can even fire a cannon during the event. It's a bang that could go horribly wrong and lead to a house fire, but you know, that just adds to the fun of an eventful day. Number 6 is a big one, being to embrace generational gameplay and play a legacy family. Now, playing a legacy family can be done in the base game, and the TLDR of it is that you create a founder sim who starts with very little, who then goes on to build themselves up and create a generational family to continue their legacy. You may be wondering, what exactly does this have to do with Growing Together? Well, the expansion pack brings in so many new features that enriches generational gameplay. Family dynamics can form between household members, and elder sims can hold and fill keepsake boxes with family heirlooms before passing them down to others. And keepsake boxes can also be used to establish or remove family dynamics by pondering the meaning of family. On top of this, infants and toddlers now have a range of temporary traits to give them a more unique identity, and all generations can now track the big or ridiculous moments of their lives through milestones. There are 4 new child aspirations, and children can even wake up with a loose tooth and it will eventually fall out. Child sims will also track having high, low, or neutral confidence, and this flows on to high, low, or neutral self-esteem as they become a teenager. Sims can now experience a midlife crisis too, and even run into troubles at work. Not to mention, you can host family reunion events now too, gathering many family members or close family friends together. There are just so many new elements that growing together adds to really enrich gameplay, and much of this can be explored through playing a multi-generational household. For the next idea, we're heading out to the movies. The world of Sequoia brings with it a movie theater, which is located in the Anchor Point Wharf neighborhood. You can send Sims here alone or with others to watch a movie for 15 simoleons each, and it can provide various moodlets depending on the film that was watched and whether or not your sim liked it. It can be a fun little side activity for your sims to enjoy, and it's even a good option for sims who are out together on a date. But note that you can't have woohoo in the cinema. I know, it's devastating. Moving on now, and let's look at living in a treehouse. Sims can buy a treehouse base and then build it, with lots of upgrades available too, including slides, poles, a bell, and lights. And of course, there's an enclosure to sleep and even woohoo in, as well as a space to place lots of other objects on it too, such as telescopes, gaming mats, and other things that can enrich your gameplay. It can be a fun way to start off a homeless challenge, with sims needing to work towards creating their own treehouse, and it provides a very unique style of gameplay that can pair well with the off-the-grid lot challenge too. I will flag that you are going to have to work out a way to get access to a toilet and a shower though. Otherwise, things could get messy. As we keep going, we're not quite done with living outdoors, as growing together brings with it sleeping bags. Going camping is now a great option even for if you don't have tents from other packs. If you have seasons, then you'll definitely want to make sure it's a clear night before you go, and this can make for a cute overnight experience, whether it be for a family or even a solo adventurer. It could even just be done as a backyard campout as well, which could suit younger sims. For number 10, it's all about making use of a recreation center, which is a new type of community lot brought in with the pack. This lot just feels like a giant multi-purpose space where sims can grab a bite to eat, play games, drop off their infants or toddlers in a playpen so that they don't have to deal with them for a while, or even study, work out, play music, or create some art. Honestly, it's such an all-in-one kind of lot that you might start wondering why other community lots exist. And it can make for a very productive, or alternatively a relaxing day out for your sims, where they can get to know others. Next up is to create a highly problematic sim, and this is brought to life through the social compatibility system. If you alter a sim's likes and dislikes and make them dislike a huge array of different things, then you're going to be left with a sim who gets along with very few people, and that can make for rather fun and chaotic gameplay filled with drama, which we love. Now let's take a look at something a little bit more wholesome, like running a baby store, and this will require the Get to Work expansion pack as well. Open and run a retail store and set it up to sell all kinds of baby things, like cribs, playmats, and infant and toddler toys. Strangely, change tables can't be set for sale at the moment, but hopefully that will change in the future. It can be rather adorable, and note that you can do this without growing together, only you will be a little bit more limited in what you can sell. Get ready to get moving, as we're going power walking in Sequoia next. There are 3 different trails located within the Gilbert Gardens area, and these can be a lot of fun to explore solo or as a group. You can start these from one of the 3 trail signs located in the neighborhood, and if you have the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, then you can take dogs for walks too. You can even pop infants in a back carrier for the day out. Going on these walks can lead to a range of different moodlets for your sims, as well as being a great way for them to train up their fitness skill and even make friends if they decide to go on power walks with others. For number 14, we're about to take being a freelance creative to the next level, and this is made possible by having a child sim complete one of the all-new child aspirations, being creative genius. Finishing this off while your sim is a child will see them earn the idea person aspiration reward trait. Having this will see your sim paint, write, program, and write songs much faster, and from my testing, this is just under twice as fast. Essentially, it allows them to power through various creative projects and make creating things much quicker and thus much more lucrative. It's a great way to take being a painter, writer, programmer, or musician to the next level. Moving on to a quick one now, being to organize a stay over. These can be arranged from your calendar, and they can see various sims come and stay over with you for up to 6 nights. It can be a fun way to have sims test trial moving in, to have a lover stay over for a weekend, or even to accommodate for family members paying you a visit from out of town. And now, the final gameplay idea is to let your Sims go on a self-discovery journey. With growing together, Sims are able to gain an additional 3 traits through gameplay. This is based on your Sims' actions, and if they perform an activity that aligns with a trait often, then they'll sometimes get a pop-up asking if they want to take on that trait or change a conflicting trait to it. For example, if your Sim is a slub but they clean often, then they might be asked if they want to change this to the neat trait. Letting your Sims discover new parts of themselves can just be a great way to give them more depth and a more complex personality. And with that, we're at the end. That's 16 gameplay ideas for the Growing Together expansion pack. If you have any cool Growing Together gameplay ideas you'd like to share, then please let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And have an amazing day. See you later.